I don't know what she is. I don't know what she is.
Baby, I will be on my shoes. I don't know. What do you do? What do you do?
Yep. Here. Okay.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Move!
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he slides to avoid the hit. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Rolling to his right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Newton to throw. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. From 3 yards out. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball, the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Freeman. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down now. It's Freeman, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Rolling the dice on 4th, Flacco. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
20.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of it.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Room to run past midfield. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. fans a reminder. I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. 2nd and 10. Newton again. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check three. Gun.
To throw again. Newton. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. Past the 20. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. As the first half is winding down, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flacco. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And a good rally to the football there, as it looks as if they're going to stop him a couple yards shy of the marker. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
probably just had that,
I said nothing to.
and one of his drawers.
I just looked through all his drawers. Like, them army fatigue khakis, them army fatigue khakis, his regular khakis, all of them are not in.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Great. 52's the mark, boys. 52.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. His pass caught with the 4. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they did. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I think normally we talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield. Maybe. But a fake punt way down here? You want analysis? Ridiculous.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. And this play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That's Samuel, caught left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 2nd down, McCaffrey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Right. Look at this.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
If you leave your rap, you are not going to get your DDs rap. You just won't get in. If you leave your rap at home, you're not getting in. And you're not going to lose your DDs.
The left side here to Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Let's get it together, defense.
Flacco right back to work after the pick 6. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Flacco. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
Oh, knock him out! Oh, my God.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second.